new info to help your ascension. Hello and welcome to the Vanguard of Light. And oh, we've got an exciting one. Oh my gosh. So, new info to accelerate your ascension. What is that about? It's inversion fields. Okay, so there's got these tons and tons of inversion fields, but they're all different areas, right? You got them like locally around, if you're in a city, pushing down the city. You can even probably have them inter neighborhoods, but then a big one is going to be in the city, which you'll most notice. Then crossing state lines, obviously moving in and out of the country. But the thing is, like, how can you use that to help your ascension, right? Because it's always pushing down your abilities, right? So just notice, like just think, okay, I'm leaving the city, right? Notice all that comes up to stop you. Like even just like, I'm just gonna leave the city, get out of the city for maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 miles, an hour out of the city, get some kind of nature, just intend to do that, right? Which would, spiritually uplifting in general. And notice the resistance, notice the excuses that come up. Notice kind of like what's pulling you away from doing that. And that's gonna be the city inversion field. So you're just gonna notice that and just keep getting ready while noticing it. It's because you wanna start seeing the interaction, its interplay. And then when you start driving out of the city, it might intensify, and then notice the point when it snaps, when it stops holding on to you and it all lifts. So you want to really be paying attention to like, okay, when you're going out to this natural place, feel the push down, like it's kind of intensifying, like don't, no. And notice that further and further you get away from the city, the more that lifts. So that's just going to start bringing your awareness of like, wait a second, there's this non-field, non-physical stuff going on out here, and you know it, you feel it, you sense it, right? But you gotta bring the awareness to it, like, okay, I'm gonna go out to nature, right? It's gonna be outside the city, and notice the push, the push, no, and just stuff not working, stuff not going right, you're getting out, you're trying to get out, and then try to notice when it all starts to lift. Now you can also do this if you happen to be near a state line or crossing state lines, same thing. Just get really present in your body, how you feel. Then when you cross the state line, same thing. Notice the change. Notice the difference of like, whoa, wait a second, I noticed something, right? Even though this is a state line, there's nothing, no reason, but you're gonna notice a distinct change in energy, which is gonna just tune you up. That there's magic happening in this non-physical. You can also do this showing from country to country. Now doing it while flying, a little bit difficult. It's kind of like it's funny because they're kind of off the ground in that tube. Doesn't necessarily work as well, but if you're on the ground, whether driving, walking, taking a train, you should be able to more easily feel that shift. Then same, do it from leaving the country, going to another country. If you're crossing it via a ground route, noticing the difference, noticing the change. Those are a little harder because if you have to do passports and stuff like that, but if you don't, just noticing when you cross and being like, whoa, and like how far it is to where, because there's a little blur, but not necessarily pretty close. It's pretty soon, right? So that's just another way to tune up the energy, feel that, hey, wait, there's more going on, something's happening. And then one other thing that you can do too. So you've got the cities, you've got the states, and you're gonna wanna do directionally. So it also can be like you're coming into your city and feel into like, okay, I'm going in the city, feel what that feels like. And also I'm going into a state, feel what that feels like. Like also going to another state, what that feels like, and then what it feels like coming out of it. Because it's not necessarily just the inversion field you're in, but the inversion field you're going to, because you're sending your attention that way. And if it's a place of like, ooh, I'm not sure about that, but just start cueing into like before you go to places, kind of almost send yourself out there and get a feel what it feels like. And notice, it's like, oh, I don't want to. It's like, oh, I feel a lift. And then notice when the final change happens, where like, I'm feeling a lift, and all of a sudden, boom, you feel good. Or like, oh, I'm not sure about that place. And all of a sudden, you feel go, boom, push down. It's really trippy, but it's really awesome. Hopefully you like it. Until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.